Topic number 3 today, I want to officially place some college basketball futures with you. That's what I want to do. So I have DraftKings Sportsbook odds open right now. Uh, that's not a sponsor of the show. Just want to say that right now. We don't have a sportsbook sponsoring the show right now. Would love for that to change, but DraftKings is just my personal book that I am looking at right this very second. We are each going to pick 3 futures that we want to place. Okay. So, what I need from you is a favorite, a mid range, and a long shot. I will define those as we go through the categories, but I'm using DraftKings Sportsbook odds. I would say there are 3 favorites. There are 3 teams that have identical odds at the top. 10-1 odds, Kansas, UConn, and Alabama. You have to bet on one favorite to win the national championship next year. Who are you betting on?
Out of the favorites, I would no, the fact that they're all the same, I gotta do it. I'm taking Kansas. They should not all be the same.
Kansas should be alone with the best odds,
Yes.
even over UConn.
Yes.
I could understand UConn and Kansas's odds being the same, but I would also pick Kansas out of this group to bet on. I think they have the best roster, and I think Self and Hurley are still in a tier of their own as coaches I trust to win a national championship. So 10-1, honestly, Cart 10-1 for Kansas with this roster feels incredible.
It does. It feels very incredible. So incredible that I'm actually placing a bet as we speak.
Yeah, it feels really, really good. Okay, so now into the middle tier. Here's the teams you can pick. You have to pick one of. Duke 12-1, Houston 16-1, North Carolina 16-1, Gonzaga 20-1, Baylor 20-1, Arkansas 22-1, Arizona 25-1, Iowa State 28-1, Auburn 28-1.
So the ones that stick out to me immediately are the 2 Big 12 schools. I don't think I'm oh, sorry. Well, now Arizona's a Big 12 schools, 3. But there are the 2 Big 12 schools that stick out to me here are Iowa State and Baylor. Um, it's just something that's holding me back with Iowa State that I can't get there, and I can't put my finger on it, like, 'cause I really should. The defense is there. I like the ads in the portal with Jefferson. They got everybody back, and Momcilovic is really good, but I'm gonna stick with Baylor on this one. I'm gonna go Baylor at 20-1.
Baylor was my pick too. I think it's the most my favorite bet of all of these, honestly. Like if I was only picking one, even
That
across the
that's
3
that's
categories,
not your favorite.
there's one coming up later.
Mhm.
I guess we'll see. I think Baylor at 20-1 is the best value on the board, but for the sake of being different than you, I would bet Iowa State at slightly longer odds. To me, Iowa State and Baylor are very similar caliber teams. They're both like 4th and 5th best team in the country. I like Gonzaga 20-1 too. Like
Mhm.
if you were just trying to build a portfolio here, Gonzaga, Baylor, and Iowa State would all be bets for me. But to me, maybe the longest odds being Iowa State feels a little undervalued, but I personally prioritize Baylor a little higher, like you said, at 20-1. Okay, everybody else here. Kentucky 30-1, Purdue 35-1, St. John's 40-1, Creighton 40-1, Indiana 45-1, Tennessee 45-1, Rutgers 45-1. Michigan State and Michigan 55-1, along with Marquette, UCLA, Texas, all at 55-1. Ohio State, Xavier, Miami, Maryland, Florida, Illinois, Louisville, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, USC, all longer odds on top of that as well, including Kansas State, 100-1. Now that they have added Coleman Hawkins, what's your favorite long shot?
Uh, honestly, the Indiana's enticing if the talent all hits 45. Like I do like that, but I think I'm gonna go with Florida.
It's crazy value at 70-1.
Yeah, I've done like the Walter Clayton is there. Get him to March, honestly. Like I just get him there and let's see what happens. I like the other talent around the team. I would take that. I'm also currently, as we are doing this, I am placing 25 on BYU to win it all. I'm putting my money where my mouth is.
Yeah. I mean, do we have the number on them?
Plus
They're
9,000.
they're 90-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. I think there's actually some really good value here. Like, I think there's a lot of teams above 50 to 1 that could make like a Final Four, and all of a sudden you have some really long shot potential tickets. Kansas State being 100 to 1 is insane to me. Like, Kansas State being lower than Ole Miss and Miami and Ohio State feels just backwards to me. Like, there's a world where they hit and they have a really high ceiling. Illinois 75 to 1 feels low. Louisville 80 to 1 feels low. Texas A&M 80 to 1 feels low. All those teams below, like Xavier and UCLA, is icky. Michigan and Michigan State, both the same value. What do you make of that?
Both donations.
Okay. I'm a little surprised, like Dusty May year one is the same as like a Tom Izzo program. Like, that's just a little weird.
Where's Vanderbilt?
Further down the list. Um, I gotta do it, don't I?
Yeah.
I gotta do Indiana 45 to 1. They're
Yeah, I know.
valued like the 18th best team here, and I think they're much closer to like 9th or 10th.
Yeah. I immediately saw that and was waiting for the moment where you went there.
Yeah, I gotta double down. Have to double down on it. Okay. There you have it. Hopefully we'll make you some money.